You've heard it a million times, right? The 50-30-20 rule. 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings. Financial gurus preach it like it's gospel. Pinterest boards worship it like it's a religion. But here's the uncomfortable truth no one wants to say out loud. When you're broke, the 50-30-20 rule is absolute garbage. When I first started my financial journey, we were deep in survival mode. Our take-home pay was $2,400 a month, and our mortgage alone was 62% of that, even after switching it to interest only. So when these experts told me that you just need to keep your needs under 50% and save 20%, I genuinely thought, am I on the same planet as you? Because I didn't have 20% left to save. I didn't even have 2%. If that stomach-dropping, tight-chested feeling of budgeting failure hits close to home, stay with me, because today I'm breaking it down. Why conventional budgeting advice was never designed for people in survival mode, the psychological shift that saved me, and the system that finally worked when nothing else did. This isn't theory. This isn't guru talk. This is survival math. Before we go deeper, if you're new here, I'm Christine, and I help people build a life of freedom, choice, and abundance through financial literacy. Not the polished Pinterest version, the real life, money is tight and I need help now version. Why the 50-30-20 rule fails when you're broke. The rule assumes that you have 30% for fun, 20% for savings, and your needs will magically fit into 50%. But when your needs take 70, 80, sometimes 90% of your income, there is no 30%, there is no 20%, there's barely 5% for breathing room. And here's the most damaging part. When you can't meet those unrealistic percentages, you think you are the problem. You think you're undisciplined, bad with money, not trying hard enough, too emotional, too weak. You're none of those things. You're simply trying to use a system that wasn't designed for your reality. The mindset shift that saved me. The biggest transformation in my finances didn't come from spreadsheets or apps. It came from one sentence. I stopped saying, I'm broke, this is my life now, and I replaced it with, I'm temporarily low on cash, and cash is fixable. That shift allowed my brain to stop spiraling and start problem solving. This is what I want for you. Enough psychological breathing room to believe that change is possible, because budgeting isn't just math. When you're broke, budgeting is emotional survival. The system that works when you have no margin. Step 1, know your real numbers, not fantasy percentages. I printed 3 months of statements and I color-coded them. Green was for needs, yellow for negotiable, red for, what was I thinking? The red column totaled $187 a month, leaking from tiny impulse buys. When you see it, you can't unsee it. Step 2, zero-based budgeting, my peace plan. Forget percentages. This method asks one simple question. What does every dollar need to do before the month starts? Not perfect, not pretty, just intentional. If income minus expenses didn't equal zero, I trimmed the yellow category, not my sanity. Step 3, separate accounts to separate stress. This is the hack that eliminated my anxiety. Account A was for bills-only auto payments. I never touched the card. Account B was for life happens, groceries, petrol, small fun stuff. Then I used cash envelopes for my grocery and fuel. When those envelopes were empty, I stopped. No guilt, no mental gymnastics, no overdrafts. Step 4, the $10 safety net. I know it sounds small, but when you're broke, $10 a payday builds momentum without triggering deprivation. After 24 transfers, I had $240. Not a fortune, but enough to stop a bad day from becoming a financial emergency. That's real power. Step 5, the 6-minute paycheck routine. Every payday, transfer the fixed bill amounts to account A, transfer $10 to your safety net, and cash out envelopes. Done. 6 minutes, 0 decisions, 0 overwhelm. This routine is the difference between chaos and calm. If you're resonating with this and thinking, Christine, I finally understand why my budgeting has never worked, but I know there's deeper work for me to do. You're right. I'm building a mini course on money psychology and low-income financial systems, the deeper mindset, emotional patterns, and habits that make these systems actually stick. I'll share more soon, but just know it's designed exactly for people who are in the struggle, not sitting in the surplus. Imagine this. 3 to 6 months from now, your bills are covered, your envelopes still have money in them, your safety net is quietly growing, and that constant financial tightness in your chest, it's gone. Not because you suddenly started earning 6 figures, but because you built a system that finally worked for your reality. Tell me in the comments, what part of budgeting feels impossible right now? Let's crowdsource some solutions and make sure you subscribe, because next week, we're breaking down why traditional budgeting methods fail 80% of people. This is the psychology behind it, and once you understand the why, the how becomes so much easier. Until next time, I'm Christine. Thank you for committing to a life of freedom, choice, and abundance through financial literacy.